Alright, here is that Oryuken versus Ancient Greymon deck. I told her to keep playing the Ancient Grey because I thought, like, hey, if Ancient Grey destroyed this Grand Dracmon deck, maybe it'll do pretty well into this Oryuken deck. And, well, you can see she has a very good start. Flamemon in raising and Flamemon on play, which, you know, she does have options to grab something. She can't grab that one thing, but she's debating, do I grab the Takia, the Ancient Grey? She's going to decide, or maybe she can't grab the Ancient Grey because it's not a hybrid. It's a 10 Warriors, actually. But she is going to go for not the Takia, put them back in that order, and ship the turn to me. So this is where I'm going to get off to a pretty good start. Dorumon down low. And you can see I can play that out, which I do, to trash 1, draw 2. And, well, I have 2 Dorugamons that I can easily Digivolve up to. So now she has 2 memory to work with. Digivolves up into the level 4 right there. And then gives 4 memory to play out Marcus, which isn't a bad idea because it is a setter. And it is, you know, a target for her hybrid plays. But here, you're going to watch, I'm going to start getting some insane value. Digivolve for free, discard the Alphamon to gain a memory, go up for 2, and then I'm going to slot something underneath, make it a little bit more powerful, gain a memory from the Dorumon, go up for 1, and then I can discard another, you know, X antibody to make it free. So just insane amounts of value here. I actually get to go up into the Alphamon, tuck another guy underneath, de-Digivolve 1, and now we're swinging for, I think it's 3 checks at, yeah, 3 checks at, like, you know, 14k, which we take out a lot of security right there. Play out another rookie, and already I'm in a position to win. It's turn freaking 2. And, like, look at how fat that stack is. And that is what makes Oryuken such a scary deck. I gotta say, though, it's not my favorite deck, but it is a very fun deck to play with. So now, seeing what she might be able to do. With that 3 memory, she's looking at her grave, looking at her hand. I'm not even sure what she might be able to do here because it looks like it's going to be over next turn unless she can remove my Alphamon. She's going to Digivolve up, and well, she doesn't have Gaia Force in hand, so it looks like that's going to be game. Does Digivolve up for 3, and yeah, that is it. 2 more checks. Gaia Force Insecurity comes a little too late, swing for game with the rookie, and that was an incredibly fast game 1. Definitely not what I expected, but, you know, that is why that is the #1 deck right now, that Alphamon. So, coming into game 2 against the Ancient Greymon deck, has a decent start again, goes up into the Memory Setter Red tie, so that's going to help her out. Draws for the Digi-Evolution for that Flamemon. Now it's my turn, going up into my own Memory Setter, searching with that Kota. I grab a level 4 instead of the Oryumon or anything else, so I can kind of guarantee that I'm going to have the level 4. Looking for the UG and X antibody, and that lets me grab X antibody, the card, because it has X antibody in its traits, which is kind of crazy. So full value out of that. But now, you know, I have only 2 rookies and a setter to work with. She's going to start building up. She has the Greymon. She can go up into the level 5 here as well and start setting up. She knows I'm going to get set. So plays out another rookie to search. And what is she going to find? Well, the glare is a little bit in the way right there. But I think the option is the same again. It's either Takia or a hybrid. She goes for the Takia instead. So now from here, I have 2 rookies building up into the Dorumon, or the Dorugamon, Dex Dorugamon, gaining a memory from there. And that would allow me to go up into another level 4 to try to get the most out of my money. But I'm going to play out the UG, ship the turn over to her. And, well, my Dex Dorugamon has a blocker retaliation because it was on top of a regular Dorugamon. So now we get to see what is the possible play from here. She doesn't want to swing in because of the blocker retaliation, of course, and going up into level 5. Reading the effects. Looks like she's going to swing. I opt not to block. Maybe I forgot that it has blocker retaliation, but she's going to go in for 3 checks. I probably just straight up did forget. And then it's going to die at the end of the turn. Or, yeah, it dies because it checks into the Oryumon, actually, so. Then she's going to Gaia Force away my smaller stacks. Now I'm just left with a rookie on board, but I have 8 memory to work with, which is 8 memory too much, because now discard 1, draw 2, and you're going to see I'm going to start popping off here, go up for 3, I can discard, regain a memory, go up into the Dorumon and Raising just for a little bit more efficiency. For 2 or for 3 right there, I get to slot something underneath, but I opt not to. Digivolve for 1, then I will discard an X Antibody card to regain a memory, and then this is where I put X Antibody underneath, so I can swing in and put something underneath the Yuji to go up into the Alphamon. And so I am going to be able to restand and have my combo, but I'm only doing 2 checks right here. Restand, can't really attack into me. I don't gain enough memory back to make that matter. So you can see I have 2 cards in hand. And, well, I have an Alphamon that's going to swing twice and a 2 rookies on the push-up. So she's wondering, what can I do? She's looking at her Takia. She's looking at her Grave, which, you know, that is an interesting play you can do, where you put all your hybrids underneath Takia from the trash and then build up into that, but she doesn't have enough. And I told her, like, hey, you can swing your Flamemon in and hope it dies. But she's going to go up into the Agunimon, draws, and, you know, it's not a Gaia Force, so there isn't much she can do here, unfortunately. And, well, that Alphamon is just going to take her out next turn if she doesn't find the answer, which, unless there's another Gaia Force in security or something, it's not looking good for the young hero. So trying to measure out what she can do here, doing a lot of thinking. Again, the Takia play is not a play that happens too often, which I'm not sure how many Ancient Hybrid decks do run it for that possible combo. Just going to use that option effect to get it an additional security check. She actually forgot to push off her Flamemon too, so she swings in, it dies on the first check, and, you know, if it didn't die, and, you know, it hit that second security, that not pushing up the Flamemon would have lost her the game, you know. So just got to be a little bit more aware of that kind of thing, but she ships the turn to me. There isn't anything she can do because, again, she didn't have enough hybrids in the trash to be able to go up into the Ancient Gray. Swing for 2, regain the memory, restand, I get a lot of value, and we win the game. So even if she did play it optimally, there wasn't really anything she could do against the Oryuken, which is, again, why it is such a scary, powerful deck. I hope you enjoyed this one, and look forward to Grand Drac versus Armor Rush in the next one. Thank you for watching.